the Rams, who, like Nick Wright, had a very splashy offseason. He got a chain. They got a defense.
You guys are unbelievable.
Rams spent a good deal of time, of money, and patience.
You like that, Jenna?
I did. I wrote all of that, all the words.
I'm going to start wearing the chain on the show. Y'all talk about it so damn much.
We should. You're already wearing it. Isn't it underneath?
Zip it with a tie.
Rams got Aqib Talib. They got Marcus Peters. They got Ndamukong Suh. But head coach Sean McVay looks like he's most excited about his offensive weapon, new wide receiver Brandin Cooks. Take a listen.
Alert your X on the go. Hold the safety. Hey, Jared. How fast is Brandin Cooks?
Oh my God, wait till you see this. The one that he caught up this time.
Was that awesome? How about how fast Cooks looked on that strike? How about how fast Cooks is?
Oh,
was that awesome?
Sometimes you forget he's the head coach. He's like, did you see how fast I was? Oh, my God. I'm the coach. He's a very fast guy. That guy's very fast. CC, are the Rams even better than they were now that they have Brandin Cooks, better than last season?
That's great video right there. Sean McVay, he's one of the exciting coaches, one of my favorite coaches, how he's changed the offensive look, the confidence that the Rams have. The reason why people might be shocked because they're like, well, they replaced Sammy Watkins with Brandin Cook. They kind of basically have the same speed. Well, if you look at their 40 time, it's relatively the same, but Brandin Cook is a faster football player. He plays faster than Sammy Watkins. What are you saying, Chris? He's faster at the line of scrimmage. He has better quickness off the line of scrimmage, and his overall deep ball speed, I believe, to be better than Watkins. I believe he's a faster football player. So the Rams in their offense, I believe the way they do it with Todd Gurley, they will be able to get Brandin Cooks and use him better than New England did. New England relies a lot on the short pass, and that's not Brandin Cook's style. That's not his strength. He was very, very good with Drew Brees and the Saints going downtown or intermediate at the minimum. They didn't use him that way in New England. New England's downtown passing game was not that great. Their explosive plays, not that great. They don't like to hold the ball for Tom Brady. So look for that as far as how Brandin Cook is different playing with the Rams than he was with the Packers.
And despite the Patriots not using him to the exact ultimate of his skill set, he still had 1,000 yards receiving. He still had, last year, a far better year than Sammy Watkins did. Listen, I think Sammy Watkins, I thought coming out of Clemson, I thought his second year in Buffalo, where it seemed like he was going to be a star, I think he has the talent to be one of the best wide receivers in football. He hasn't yet put it all together consistently season to season. My only concern about Cooks is we have only seen Cooks catch balls from Drew Brees and Tom Brady. And when we were talking about the Cowboys receivers, we talked about how much of a benefit it is if you have a great quarterback and how the ball can speak to you, how they can get you in your very best positions. Jared Goff, listen, I know he's the #1 overall pick of the draft. He was bad his rookie year. He was very good last year. He's obviously, even if he continues on an upward trajectory, not Brady and not Brees. He had Sean Payton, Belichick, and now Sean McVay. I think Sean McVay is a very good play caller, very good head coach. The only reason I wouldn't be bullish on Brandin Cooks is how much of his success had been about the quarterbacks he was playing with. That's something, I'm not judging him on it. I'm just saying, to me, that's an unknown. Maybe you're more confident on it, what you thought of him coming out of college.
I'm a professional observer of wide receivers. Brandin Cook's a hell of a football player.
Regardless of who's throwing him the ball.
Regardless. I hate when people discredit you for being successful, because if he hadn't played well, man, we would have, oh man, you got Drew Brees, you got a great offense, you got a play caller. But now the guy does well, so we're going to hold it against him? All we've seen Brandin Cook is do well in the NFL. So why wouldn't we think that he would do well?
I want to make clear, I wasn't trying to hold it against him.
No, I'm just saying we shouldn't be thinking that he's not going to do well when all he's done is do well. We think Sammy Watkins has all the potential. He hadn't. Sammy Watkins is the reason why coaches get fired, the reason why you look bad as an analyst, because he's got everything that you would think, but he's not consistent. He hadn't been the #1 guy. He hadn't been dependable. Brandin Cook has been all those things. And let's not forget what Bill Belichick and Tom Brady said when they first got Brandin Cook. You know something? What's the thing that you think that sets him apart than other guys? Said, man, he's such a mature and responsible guy. And now coming from the New England locker room, That's where wide receivers have had a hard time adjusting. Remember, they couldn't learn the playbook. So are we going to give Brandin Cook credit for that? In one season, had 1,000 yards with New England. The only reason why they traded him, because they didn't want to give him $12 to $15 million, the asking price for free agent wide receivers.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll leave it there. Coming up, will tonight be LeBron's Cleveland farewell? Ooh. That's next on First Things First. But first, one chain.
You guys.
There it is. There's the chain.
That's not the chain.
That's his chain. He's wearing it right now.